As we are building a 3-chair pressing table, we need to render our card component 3 times with the corresponding data for each of the 3 pressing plans. Here, I've created an array that contains the data for each pressing plan as an object. This is usually the kind of things you will need to fetch from an external source via your API, for instance. In this project, for simplicity, we're going to use this data structure right away and pretend we fetched it from our backend. Down here in my JSX, I'm using the first element of this array to render the first pressing plan using our card component. If I want to render all 3 plans, I can simply copy line 41 2 more times and grab the corresponding data from my array. Actually, let's remove the flexbox property so we can see it more clearly on the screen. In our case, we only have 3 items to render from our data array. So doing it this way may be fine, but in practice, when we render several times the same element from an array that contains the data for each of those elements, it is much better and cleaner to use a loop. And instead of using a while loop or a for loop, we can embed an expression inside our JSX with the brackets and use the map method to loop over the data array. For each item in this array, we then return our card component with the corresponding data and add a key prop with the name of the plan as the unique value. This helps React identify the items in case it needs to re-render. As you can see, it produced the same result as before, but it's much cleaner as we don't need to repeat ourselves anymore. Actually, our data also contains an array with the list of features for each pressing plan. So let's edit our card component to accept another prop named features. Then remove the li elements and loop over the features prop inside the ul element by using the map method again to render each feature as before. In this case, for the key prop, we can use the item index, which is fine, as the order of the items won't change. Now, if I hit save, we can see that we get the features from the data we passed via props. Nice! You just learned how to loop over an array of data right inside JSX.